Oh,
Say that one more time. I'm sorry, I had a sound problem. Just
oh,
during
okay. No worries. Hello, everybody. My name is Linda DeVitas. Welcome to Healings on the Go with Linda DeVitas. I'm a psychic clairvoyant medium, an author, certified healer, Reiki master, crystal healer, dolphin healer, professional space clearer, and candle manifestation channeler. I would like to welcome to the show my best friend and also psychic clairvoyant medium, Jazz Paris. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Linda. It's a pleasure to be here, my
Oh,
soul
my
sister.
pleasure. And before we get started, I just want to thank my sponsors. Thank you so much, Crafts by Shari, made with love. Her name is Shari Samowitz. If those that would like to contact her, she does a lot of personalized crafts, ssamowitz1@gmail.com. She does a lot of engraving and personalized items. I would also like to thank Legree New York Fitness Studio in Astoria, practicing Pilates and Legree Fitness. If you would like to reach her, you can email her at info@legreennewyork.com. Her site is also legreenewyork.com. Okay, and the last sponsor I would like to thank is the very talented Osbeck Enamel Jewelry, who specializes in one-of-a-kind handmade enamel jewelry of the highest quality. He does custom jewelry, and if you would like to contact him, you can reach him at Osbeck, Ozbeek, enamel, ENAMEL, @AOL.com. Welcome to the show, Jazzy.
Thank you. Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Today we're going to talk about ghost busting and a lot of what space clearing is. But before we get into space clearing, I would like you to talk about what you used to do, go into haunted houses with several teams, and I would like to know what you experienced.
Oh, yes, Linda. I have been an investigator for probably over 20 years now with various teams, one namely in Baton Rouge. So the South has a whole different set of ghosts than Texas does. But I worked with several different groups, so it was interesting to learn their techniques and their belief systems. Every group is different. Some are scientifically based and some are more intuitively based. Mm-hmm. And most of the groups that I worked with, I was the team intuitive, if you will.
Oh, nice. Beautiful. And so when you would go into the house, people would like to know, like, what's the difference between the spirits, like earthbound, and what other kind of spirits would be that you encountered? Did you encounter any earthbound spirits?
Many. Yes. Many. Once we were recording, we had done an investigation in a building and then went back as tourists, and we were still recording as we walked through, and you could hear a little boy say, "Look, there's the lady." So he recognized me and he was acknowledging me. Unfortunately, I didn't hear it at the time, so I couldn't speak to him. Wow. But you have the intelligent hauntings where it's actually human spirit that are there. Wow. Does that make sense?
Yes.
They're spirits of humans. And then you have residual hauntings, which is just the energy left, and it's kind of like a record playing over and over and over. And though that kind of energy you can't really interact with because it's just a recording, an etch in time, if you will. Exactly. I've had them, quite a few of them, want to tell me their life story and why they're there, and some of them refuse to speak at all. So.
Right, they just linger. A quick hello to Jade and Elisa, Cindy. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, everyone. Please like and share the show. Thank you for coming on. So a few questions. Why do you think spirits just linger? Like they always ask, why do they become earthbound? I know for my experience, they're scared. Some of them are scared to cross over.
I think a majority of them are afraid of what's to come. Mm-hmm. Their religious upbringing.
Yes.
some of them, their religious upbringing, God is condemning and damning to them. And so they're afraid that whatever little bitty thing they may have done won't allow them to get into heaven.
Right. And they think they're going to go to hell. Exactly.
Yes. So some are just simply attached to the material things, to their body, to their beauty, to their furniture. They just don't want to leave the area.
Yes.
That's a couple of reasons why they do. Some of them aren't even aware that they can cross over.
Right.
But I think a majority of them are still here out of fear what's on the other side.
Exactly. And from my experience, when they die tragically, you know how they suddenly die and then their body, like, they just don't even realize they're dead, because you really don't realize it. When you die, you just come out and you're looking at your body. It's crazy.
Right. And you're kind of stuck because you don't immediately think to, most of us wouldn't immediately think to go to the light. We immediately think, where's my mother, my father, my brother, my sister? You know, we want to go see our loved ones. We're not worried about crossing over.
Exactly. It's true. And a lot of other spirits, I believe that if they cross over, of course, they think that they're not going to see you again. But even if they cross over, of course, they're going to see you, because my dad, I see him all the time, and he crossed over. So they become clingy, and even to their material stuff, like their furniture, they become attached to a lot of, go ahead.
We did a investigation in a house once, and it doesn't make sense to the layman. You just have to open your mind, because it was the first time I'd ever experienced a spirit was actually attached to this vintage antique armoire.
Wow.
And, all the crazy things happened in the attic where the armoire was. And so I told the lady, I don't know who that belonged to, but you need to get it out of the house, preferably burn it. And she said, well, it belongs to the landlord. So,
oh God, yeah. And you know, that's why I don't buy through thrift stores, because you never know what spirit is going to attach itself. I've had this lady that told me, ever since I bought this cabinet, now my house is haunted. And it's true, because it's connected with the person. I've had stories like that happen all the time when they buy secondhand things, and that's it. That's the one reason why I won't go to them, because they're just, you don't know what you're buying. You think it's a good price, but it comes with a price.
Yeah, it comes with a price.
They're asking you, will they continually stay earthbound? I think it depends on the spirit.
It depends on the spirit. Unfortunately, most of them will. In my line of work, not only do I want to go see ghosts, but my mission and my job in the ghost hunting community is to try to help these spirits cross over, is to try to comfort them and let them know it's okay to go to the light. But it's kind of like me telling you it's okay to go outside if you don't want to go outside.
Yeah, because you're still scared. Exactly.
Yeah, so if you're a recluse, you're not going to go outside. So it is possible to get them to cross over, but some just refuse to go. Their belief system is so strong, they refuse to go.
Yes, and Jade is asking, if they don't cross over, why can't they communicate with you? They do communicate with us all the time. And the way spirits do communicate is through your thought pattern. Right, Jazz? Well, to me, that's my experience. I wrote a book about it to those that are interested. My journey from darkness to the light, that you can find on my site, healingsonthego.com. But through my experience, they download information into your head, and that's how you channel them.
Very much so.
Yes.
Or they give you feelings like I can feel like a heart attack. My chest will hurt. My heart will hurt. And until I acknowledge them, it won't go away. You know,
You're right.
That's hard to tell sometimes if you're the one having the heart attack, or are they telling you they had a heart
That's
attack.
true. You know, hi, Helen, how are you? You know, it's funny what happened to me. I was doing a house clearing, and then I know you've experienced it too, Jazz, right? I go into the house, and the energy is so thick, And all of a sudden, I started feeling out of breath because of the energy. And then I'm thinking, oh boy, is something going to happen to me? And sure enough, it was a very hot. So this lady's walking by and she's like, would you like some water? And I snatched down like, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, but something's off in here. And she's like, oh, wow, you picked up on it. Yeah, we have this old man that lingers in the basement. Isn't that a famous thing where they linger? The basement for some reason. So I was like, and they had me down there doing readings, and I'm like having a heart attack because I feel like I can't breathe. So after I said it, there's an entity that it left right away.
I'll be darned. But there is that oppressive feeling because they all want to, particularly when you're ghost hunting, if you will, they all want to gather around. They all want to, they look at you like a hamster, you know. They want to see what you are, what you're about. Are you really a good person? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so that energy can become overwhelming.
Exactly, it sure does. And you're an amazing medium, Jazz. Towards the end of the show, we are going to get some calls later on. But right now, we're going to continue on talking about space clearing. I do space clearing, and how I do it is either long distance or I also do it in person. It's usually 2 days long, but people ask me, and I'll ask you this too. I know we have the same probably opinion. They're like, through space clearing, can you get rid of a spirit? So I say, you can, but it's also if they want to leave, you know, but it cleanses the energy of them. So let's say there's a house that it has a lot of heavy energy from that man that was sick. And let's say he died in the house. And when you go in there, you still feel his presence. Space clearing will clear all that. Now, whether he leaves, most of the time they do want to go. They're just scared and they need guidance. Sometimes they don't want to go. So.
Yeah, and just the idea of cleansing out that stale energy, the negative energy, just the idea sometimes of getting that out. Because what do they say? Law of attraction. So what there's a lot of, more will come. So if you're living in a house that's got a lot of negative energy and everybody's still mourning, you know, Grandpa, well, of course they're going to stay.
We're going to go to a quick little break, a commercial break, and we'll be right back, me and Jazzy. Stay tuned, everybody. Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you. Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Welcome back, me and Jazz. Welcome back to the show. So we're going to continue talking about spirits and how when it's raining, actually, they're even closer to the earth. And they become very visual. Why? Because of the energy. So now that it's raining outside, I feel them even stronger. Do you, Jazzy?
Yes, the water is an excellent conductor of energy.
Yes.
So you know how they always make fun of psychics, and they always say, "Oh, well, they say that they're near a body of water." Well, most of the time they are, and that's how we know, because that body of water is relaying the messages that are happening nearby.
Exactly. So. And I wanted to ask you, did you ever experience poltergeist house, like something that would throw things at you? I know they're rare, but have you experienced one?
No, I'm just going to say no, because it wasn't, I've had things thrown at me, like little beads from a necklace in a vacant house. We don't know where they came from. But for the most part, no.
No, good. Because
Yeah.
I know at my mom's house, I'm not going to give too much of the book, but we would see things vanish before our eyes, and that was the craziest thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, me and Maria, because we experienced it, it talks about our journey together. So I was going to, just like a little excerpt, I was going to my mom's room, and she always left the key in the lock. So the closer I got, I was like, and then it just vanished. And I'm like, oh my God, you would think you're crazy. And I told Maria, did you see what I saw? She goes, her keys were right there. I go, yeah, well, look now, they're gone. And, you know, that's what caused a lot of arguing in the house, because my dad used to make a lot of money, and he would leave it at the table, and all of a sudden it's gone. And he's accusing my mom, you took it. She goes, I swear I didn't take it. So, yeah, if they ask me, do spirits move things? Of course they do. And, you know, they're trying to get your attention. So what are your favorite ways knowing, like, how spirits come through? Like, you know,
I like the subtle signs. I like, well, for instance, a past loved one will send, my mother's name was Iris. She's passed. And so I get constant little irises in random places on a card or what have you. But when I'm in an environment and an investigation, I can feel, it's almost like static electricity, if you will. Some of them are very strong.
Yes.
And that was kind of my favorite. It's weird, but it's kind of my favorite, you know, because it's a neat, energizing feeling when they're good.
Yes.
When they're good.
Exactly. You can feel like a lot of people say, well, I don't feel anything. I don't know if it's only me, but I can feel the electricity all around my head and everywhere. I guess it's us because we're open to it, but I think everyone could feel it. I don't know why.
I think we have all become desensitized to those things. We were taught when we're growing up that it's your imagination.
Yes, of course. My favorite word.
Yeah.
You guys lost your crackers.
Yeah. Or you're just crazy.
Exactly. I was always in the crazy club.
Yep.
Delisa's funny. She says, you got to tell him to go. She's right. You got to say go. But sometimes I think that if you, like, they want to be respected the way we want to be respected. And I feel like if you become nasty with them, you know, they're going to, what do you think? They're spirits. They could do anything. They can cause a turmoil. Yeah.
One thing that I learned in all the years was people immediately want to say, oh, it's a negative energy, or it's the D word. And but it's not. If you walked into an old woman's house, you think she's just going to sit there and say hello? No, she's going to raise her cane. She's going to start hollering. And so that's what these ghosts are doing. They're trying, or spirits are trying to tell you, hey, you're in my space, get out.
Exactly.
We're scared because we can't see what's happening, but we can feel it. So we automatically assume that it's not good. You know?
Exactly. Hello, Mickey. Welcome. I'm sorry I cut you off, Jazz. Go ahead.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, yes, you can tell them to go. And you have to remember, you're the human. You're the one in control.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You're absolutely right. And I think that they just want to be respected, as I said. And also, I feel that, I'll give you another example. When I did a house clearing, I was going around her house, and then all of a sudden that spirit didn't want me doing it because all of a sudden I felt like throwing up. And then I told her, I said, it's okay, I'm going to keep going. And that presence in her house was very negative, and I felt like it was getting angry because I felt it on me. It was like, get out of here. So I was like, hey, buddy, we're not trying to get rid of you, we're just trying to clean the air. Relax. But you know how they are. They feel like you're trying to do something mean to them. And I don't. I said, look, it's your house, fine. But we just want to clear the space a little bit.
That's excellent, that you're respecting him and you're doing your job at the same time. I had an investigation where I was doing a cleansing, and whatever this force was, it was very strong, and it had been there a very long time.
Wow.
And as I am talking to the homeowner, something was happening with my throat, and then I could feel that static electricity. And I looked at my co-investigator, and she looked kind of funny, and she does this. So it was going back and forth between the two of us.
Wow.
And it didn't feel like hands on my neck, but I don't know how to say, it closed my throat.
Ugh, I hate when that happens. Yeah. Because you feel like, is it you? Exactly. It's scary.
Mm-hmm. To keep me from telling them how to cleanse their house when we were gone. And so that one wasn't so fun.
I know. I don't blame you. It's scary. And also sleep paralysis. You've heard of that. And that's actually happened to me before. I felt like I was tied up. And the only way, sure enough, that I got out of it is that I felt like something negative over me. This happened a long time ago. And the only way it let go of me is because I put either the sign of the cross with my hands, or I started humming like Jesus' name, because he's the number one healer. And I said inside me, Jesus Christ, and he came. I always have a connection with him as well. And I always say that he's the master in every healing, of course. But it's so crazy how it let go of me right away, his name, and that's it. So it's crazy how the haunted houses, like some of them are really negative, and they do crazy stuff. You know better than me. Tell me another story.
Oh, let's see. We did have one in it was an old funeral home that they had made into 2 apartments. Well, that right there, you know there's going to be something in there. But something else I'd like to talk about in regards to paranormal and space clearing is these people were borderline hoarders.
Wow.
And so when you have that much stuff stacked up that doesn't move for years, that creates another entity of its own.
Yes.
A soulless entity, but it creates an entity. And these are mostly mischievous. And they just had a list of things that had gone wrong. His car broke down, he lost his job, and this and that and the other. And it was because of the energy in this house. And it's kind of hard to tell somebody, hey, you need to clean your house, if you want to get rid of the spirit and not be offensive. But
exactly.
So, but that kind of energy, again, it creates the soulless creatures. They're just mischievous, and they're up to no good. They don't have any good purpose, really. So that was one that was weird, because out of the corner of your eye, you would swear you saw something like a skunk or a raccoon, running by, because they're not life-size creatures. They're like animals. And that house was full of them.
Delise was funny. She said, there's no way I would move in there. I don't blame you. I would run for the hills. It's funny because...
not even next door.
Yeah, and you went through a lot of them. Jazz has many years of experiencing going into haunted houses and doing with teamwork. I'm the space clearer that I go and cleanse it with a vacuum, right? I always tell people I feel the energy, and I could tell if it's blocked like there was a jewelry store, and I can tell they weren't getting business because it felt like some kind of dark presence in there. So, some people do not believe in it, and that's okay. I respect everyone's opinion. But I could feel that, it would have been better if it got cleared, because everyone feels energy to some extent. It's like, you can feel something when you walk in, negative or positive, and if it's welcoming, people will come in. And you'll just start noticing you need a clearing. I do in my house once in a while too, because we pick up so much energy going places and this and that.
Yes.
And you and me, Jazz, we're like sponges. We pick up on everything. So
going to Walmart is absolute hell.
Oh, yes. I hate going to stores too.
Because you're picking up the stress of everybody, the lack of money stress, the I hate my husband stress. I mean, all that kind of stuff. And you just absorb it. And then you get out of the store and you're like, man, I was in a good mood a minute ago. What happened?
Yes, I don't like going to stores either. Now that I'm older too, I'm like, oh God, can we get out of here?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I do have if we have a moment, have another interesting story.
Yes.
We were called to do a house, and it was a guy and a girl, and it was her young son, and the boy had some learning disabilities, and again, there was a lot of clutter and stuff going on in the house, and something was, the boy had delayed speech and a speech impediment.
Wow.
And he couldn't explain what was going on, and we had set a camera up in his room, and we saw him. You'd see a dark shadow, and then you saw him sit up, and he started crying. So Mama went in there to get him, and he had a scratch across his face.
Oh, wow.
Long story short, and then once we walked in, you could smell gas, like the house, stove gas was on. Mm-hmm. And I said, man, you got to get that checked out. That's not good. Mm-hmm. Nobody else could smell it.
Wow.
They had it checked out, and there were no leaks. So that tells me, they say when it's a smell of sulfur, then it's not a good spirit.
Wow.
Fast forward, I finally formulated that there was a rented house, and somebody had lived in that house before. Someone had cast a spell and created this creature and sent it there.
Oh my God, Jazz.
Yeah, and had sent this creature to this house to terrorize whoever lived there before. But what they didn't do is tell this creature what to do when it was done.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
So this thing was just stuck in the house, terrorizing whoever moved in. Wow. And fortunately, the family did take our advice and moved out.
Wow. And that's why I always tell people, wow, that's crazy. That's why I always tell people you should cleanse your house, especially before moving into another space. You don't know what it has. So
definitely.
Anyone?
Our house here, the bedroom, for some reason, we couldn't sleep for a month or two. Remember me asking you for help on that one, and you gave me the black tourmaline. Same thing, just something woke us up. Something woke us up.
Is it better now? I forgot to ask you. Okay.
Way better, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. If anyone wants to know more about space clearing, you can find me at my site, healingsonthego.com, where I list a whole bunch of services that I do. So don't go anywhere, everybody. We're going for a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the lines open. If you want to call us, feel free. We'll be right back. Stay. Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show with me and Jazzy, my best buddy, psychic clairvoyant medium. She's an amazing ghost hunter, and she's been doing it for so many years. If anyone would like to contact us and call us, please feel free to do so right now at 516-945-9099. We would love to hear from you, so give us a call. If I missed anyone, hello to Helen and Mike, everyone watching. Thank you for joining. Please like and share. We would greatly appreciate it.
Awesome. Awesome.
So,
Well,
go ahead.
as I said before, your space clearing is a step up from what I do. Although there are times where I have to cleanse the area, particularly to work with the spirit and try to get them to cross over.
Right.
But my co-investigators don't really like what I'm doing. They're afraid that I'm going to strip the haunted places of the ghosts and all of that. And like, no, there's plenty of ghosts to go around. Don't you worry. So,
Thank you, Delisa. I will definitely have my best buddy Jazz on again. She's a master in this.
oh, you're sweet.
It's a nice topic that a lot of people have a lot of questions, and I figured you've been going into houses for so many years, and as I said, she investigates and I clear them. We both feel it. We channel them in, and I'm like, do you feel it? So she's amazing. Jazz is the best.
Thanks.
So share with us another story if you would like.
Let's see. We were in a abandoned hospital once, and we didn't get to see it because we were faced the other way, but a door slammed right behind us.
Oh, wow.
So we turn around, and I knock on the door, and I said, hello, is anybody in there? May we come in? Mm-hmm. And when I say I heard, I hear it like I'm hearing a memory or something. You know, I don't actually hear it as if they spoke in my ear. Right. But I heard a voice say, go away,
wow.
Leave me alone. So I looked at my team and I said, it just said, go away, leave me alone. Wow. And later when they listened to the EVP, that's exactly what it said.
Oh my God. Jazz, yeah. Oh my God. That is so funny.
That gave me the chills.
Exactly. Like Delisa said, in the hospitals, can you imagine? She said all that lingering energy, and also the Twin Towers. When I went down there, I was channeling this man that was telling me everything he went through that day. And it's so sad down at the Twin Towers. Forget about it, how many lost souls are there. It's so sad. Yeah.
I think we'd be completely overwhelmed there. I couldn't.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's too much. And I avoided it for some time because it was too many energies. But for those of you that don't understand, from my experience, when we pass away, I feel like we go to the other side and we're on different frequency, different dimensions. So the earthbound is just that they're more clinging to the earth because they didn't cross over. And the regular spirits they have, you still will see them. But it's just that it won't be as too much, like too clear as if in earthbound. And you don't want to stay here. The party's at the other side. So what are you waiting for?
Yeah.
Exactly, right?
Something interesting, and you know, in this field, you wear the scarlet letter that says cuckoo. You take it with a grain of salt. And once Spirit had told me that heaven was actually just like high school. Wow. That there is so much more beyond heaven. You know, I think what they were reaching for was like the universal energies and whatnot. But heaven is something that humans can relate to. They can visualize God being an older man, you know, sitting on a throne. They can visualize the big pearly gates. They can't visualize us just being a spirit, a ball of energy. Wow. So, like I said, I don't share that with too many people because you know, always get the wacko look. But you're so funny. Someone once told me, and and in our field, this makes perfect sense. Someone once told me, it's not about you, it's about your message.
Exactly.
So don't deny that person the message because you're worried about what they may think.
Exactly. You're absolutely right. Hello, Michelle. Welcome, welcome. I think she's your friend, Jazzy. Do you see her?
Yeah.
Thank
Hi,
you so much for
Michelle.
joining.
Oh, how funny. Oh, Michelle, her little Michelle joke. We went on an investigation once, and they were saying they thought the husband was possessed, and his behavior matched possession. But as we were in the room, one of my other co-investigators was nonchalantly throwing holy water around, nonchalantly throwing salt around this guy's bed. Well, our other investigator, Michelle, was not with us that night. So that was the code word. If we got scared, start saying Michelle. Long story short, something happens. The girlfriend comes in, she says something to the guy, and he loses it. He starts screaming and hollering. He jumps up out of the bed.
Wow.
And I started screaming, Michelle, that was the code word for get out of there.
Run for your life.
Yeah, that was probably one of the scariest ones in regards to wacko people.
Yeah.
And to find out they were burnt out on like bath salts and stuff, and drug users do tend to attract wayward spirits.
Yes.
That they hang out in the bars so they can catch a ride because they can latch on just enough so that they can feel that high. So
You're absolutely right. And that's why they say when people are drunk, they act out of character, because that's a gateway for the spirits. It does. They come right in.
Exactly.
And they talk right through you too. Demonic possession. Go ahead.
I think the same thing with criminals sometimes. I think that they have just been possessed, if you will.
Oh, definitely. And do you,
And
you
they're
know
not
how
a
on
bad
the
person.
news they talk about, something told me to kill them? Of course it did, because it goes through people. It's a shame when people are closed-minded. They're like, oh, I don't believe that. Well, come on. It's not even a belief. It just goes through you.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't need to believe. You don't need to believe. And I think, again, why drug addicts have such a hard time getting off of drugs. You notice some people just snap. One day they decided it, they quit. But I think others have that possession or attachment, if you will, and it isn't them that can't get off of the drugs. It's the spirit that's attached to them that won't let them.
Exactly.
And they attach themselves to us just to live life, to enjoy a roller coaster ride or whatever, but they don't always hang on. But, you and I get attachments all the time, and we recognize something's not right. So then, we do that own little clearing and
we go, Exactly.
ground yourself real good and let it go.
Yes, and definitely, like say Michael cuts the cords, and I do, like remember when we did, I think it was with you, I had to do a cord cutting for this lady that really had a bad spirit. You can feel it, like when she was next to me, I felt something lingering on her arm. Yeah, and I did a candle on her, and she said she felt her hand lighter. And you also could do it in person with like Reiki and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
Very interesting. Somebody's, I'm feeling somebody standing behind me. Very
you have
warm.
a visitor.
Huh?
Now you feel it?
Yeah, there's somebody here, and it feels like a grandmother figure.
Someone's calling. Hold on, Jazzy.
Okay, let's see who it is.
Hold on. Just give us 1 second. Hello, you are live on air with Healings on the Go with Linda and Jazz. How can we help you?
Hi there, this is Cindy. How are you?
Hi, Cindy. How are you, my sweet?
I love your show and I love the topic.
Aw, thank you. You're such a sweetheart. I'm so glad you called.
Thank you.
Aw, thank you. You're awesome. She's such a beautiful soul inside and out, Cindy. Beautiful lady.
No,
Yes, you are.
thank you.
Let's see if we can
Thank
pick
you.
up stuff off you. Hold on. I feel her energy pink. How about you, Jazzy?
Yeah. It's amazing how you and I are so different when it comes to reading. But,
Yes, we are different.
Denise, do you have a grandmother that's passed?
I do.
Okay. I'm getting like a really warm energy on my left. No, this is my right back, like maybe a lung issue. Was there a lung or respiratory issue?
Leukemia. I don't know if it affected her lungs. I'm not really, it affected her everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm wondering why they're telling me. Like I said, it's my
Heart. My other grandmother had a heart condition.
Oh.
They both passed.
okay. And I may be way off because I've never done this way before, but I do feel that she has very sweet, loving, kind, great girlfriend energy. You know, we need to do a girlfriend weekend. How about that? Y'all come down here. Anyhow, is your grandmother? Was she short? The one that had the heart condition,
Yeah.
was she short?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, very short.
A little rotund for her size.
Yeah,
Thick.
like a heavier upper body, not heavy, but like a wider upper body and like little tiny legs.
Right. Because I'm seeing her kind of waddle when she walks a little bit, like she had a distinct walk. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah, that's exactly it.
Okay.
Excellent, Jazz.
I don't know. Sometimes I get random things, so I don't know what the word hay. I see a bale of hay for that matter, so I'm going to leave that with you. I don't know what she's referring to on that one, but she seems to have a very playful spirit. It also shows like she tucks you in at night, that she was a very motherly person. Is that correct?
Yeah, and I think she still does that.
Aw.
Yeah,
She still does
what
it,
she's
it's right.
showing. She's literally tucking you in, you know.
Aw.
And then she has this thing about kissing you on the forehead, and then she makes a joke. Is there a boyfriend or a husband in the bed as well? Because I see her.
No,
I see her
I
looking
wish.
over and just kind of.
Oh, that is so cute.
Just know that she is with you. She does love you, and I'm not sure what project you're on, but she's very proud of you.
Aw.
Oh, that means a lot, especially today. Thank you.
You're very
you.
welcome. My pleasure. Linda, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take over.
No
like that.
way. Are you kidding? I'm glad you did. I was feeling her aura colors.
Oh, how funny. See, I've never been able to see auras.
Oh, it's easy. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't either. I can't see auras either. I can feel them. I can't see them.
She has also a light blue. She's connected. You're connected a lot with the ocean. She has like mermaid energy, Cindy. And she has a
Nice.
good
I love
flow around her. I feel like the ocean, she has very nice, like, also, you know what mermaids are? In Greece, they would lure in the men. They're like, ooh. She has that. She has very luring, and they come in one by one.
Oh, she's telling your business now.
I'm
Lisa.
sorry. I won't. I'll keep it to myself.
Oh, it's funny.
That is so funny. I think another call's coming through.
Okay.
Well, hold on one second. Okay. Thank you, Cindy, for calling.
Thank
you, my sweet.
Thank you,
Thank
Lindy.
Oh, I called her the wrong name. I'm sorry, Cindy.
Hello, you are on live with Healings on the Go with Linda and Jazz. How can we help you today?
Hi, Linda. It's Delisa.
Delisa! Oh, I love
The
her.
other girl, Delisa. Sorry.
Hi, sweetie pie.
How you doing,
Hi,
my
Jess.
angel? She's so beautiful. How are you feeling? How's your
I really
knee?
enjoyed the stories today. I enjoyed them.
I'm so happy.
Great.
Jazz, do you see her mother-in-law? Because she comes in real clear. She's like in my third eye.
My tribe comes in, honey. They come in.
And they don't play around. They'll kick some booties. Do you feel
Does she
her,
wear
Jazz?
glasses?
Yeah. Her mother-in-law is very clear. I remember one time I was on live and her purple energy is like, wow. It's amazing. Yeah, she's
Wow.
definitely
Oh, yeah.
here and she loves you so much. I feel her with her heart sending you green energy like that.
Aw.
Well, I hope that green energy means some money.
That too. We're going to blast you. Love and money. She said she was good with money, was she? She went like this, something with money with her hands. Maybe she's getting some money. She's sending you some money because I feel like either she's giving you or she went like this to me. So I don't know. She's sending you some good luck.
Right.
Yeah, her heart's very open. I'll give you a chance to talk, Jazz. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. I was enjoying it.
Go
I
ahead.
really enjoyed the stories. You know, when I was younger, I could see spirits
Wow.
more clearly, but since I've been older, I haven't been able to see them like that. But, you know, like I said, my mother-in-law, my brother-in-law, they linger in this house.
Yes.
So,
Yes. They're very close to you. Yeah. They want to get your attention, that's for sure. They know that you know anyways.
oh,
They
yeah.
said you're not listening. They're trying to give you some insight on something, and they say she's not listening. So it's like you're hearing what you want to hear, that there's some detail in there.
That you're missing maybe some message.
Yeah, I think a good meditation. I don't know if you know how to meditate, but just a good meditation would probably bring that message out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
And
It makes
It's
sense.
nothing bad. It's just they just want you to get something. They're very much into you, and it seems like I don't know what ethnicity this mother is, but she's a firecracker. She comes across.
That's her. That is her, honey. That is my mother-in-law, okay?
That's right. She'll
You know how
snap,
they show
snap.
Italian, yes. You know how they show Italian women? They always depict them as, lively and da-da-da-da-da, right? And so this woman is coming across very lively, very in your face, very matter of fact.
Yes.
Yep.
That's right.
That's
She's a tough cookie.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But she does have very good energy, and she sees you as her daughter as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Did she lose something, your mother-in-law? I feel like she's trying to help you find something. Did you lose something?
I think I know what it is.
Okay.
I think I know what it is.
Yeah, because I feel like she's helping you find it.
Something she wants me to take care of.
Okay. No wonder.
So I think that's what it is.
She said your flow's very open. You're going to have more. Your hands, as I always told you, attract money. She's a money. I'm going to go, you know how you rub Buddha? I'm going to give a Delisa a big hug so I can suck up her energy. She's a money
Funny you
girl.
say that,
She's
'cause
very
I
good.
rub my Buddha before my toes.
You have a lot of
So,
great
yeah.
energy, Delisa. You do. You're very positive.
Mm-hmm.
She has beautiful green color, which is also money and heart. She has a big heart. A lot of gold. I feel like golden energy as well. And you're a healer as well. You know it.
Yeah, I already know that. Yeah.
You are. You are a healer. Hi,
Wow.
Maria.
Not
Thanks
so-
for joining. Jazz, Maria saying
Thank you
hello.
Very
so
natural
much.
way.
Thank you, you guys.
Oh, you're welcome.
really
Thank you
love
so
the
much for
show.
calling. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome anytime.
She's sweet.
She is. She's the best.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I think we have another call.
Goodness.
No, do we? No. Hello, you're on live with Healings on the Go with Linda and Jazz. How can we help you today?
I just wanted to say hi to Jaws.
Aw.
No, it's a Dee Dee. How are you?
You know who this is?
This is Dee Dee, right?
That's right.
Yes,
Oh.
it is. I can hear Michelle laughing in
To
the
turn
background.
off the,
There's you
oh,
laughing in the
yeah.
back.
If she can turn off the background so Jazz can hear you a little bit. Thank you, because we hear our voices echoing. if that's okay.
I met Dee Dee and Michelle by doing an investigation at their house.
That's
And
beautiful.
what they didn't tell us when we walked in is I had to figure it out. They were playing with the Ouija board.
Oh, boy.
And the son,
You know how that goes.
her son
Yep.
had been playing with it in the house when he was in high school, and then they were playing with it, and they're like, I don't know what's going on. Well, so they got rid of it, and then they eventually became members of our team.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Anne, for your comments. Thank you so much. Everybody, if you would like to like and share my show, it would be greatly appreciated.
Yes, we will.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dee
Michelle.
Dee.
Thank you. We
I
love
was-
you, Jaws.
Aw,
Love you. Oh,
thank you
good
for
people right
calling.
there.
You guys are great.
Good people right there.
Yes, they are. Beautiful souls. Everyone that connects. I only have one more message, and basically, my spirit guides talked through me, and they told me that every house comes with a spirit, and it depends if they're welcomed or not. So I guess if there's a house filled with anger and fear and all that, it usually will attract the lower energy.
Mhm.
So that's what they told me. Every house has a spirit. You're lucky if you don't. It's kind of rare, but I feel like there's a lot of energy. And you can pick them up, you know. I don't mean to scare anyone, but
Oh, that's funny.
that is so
Well,
funny.
But then again, that's why it's important to cleanse your house when
Yes.
you move in. And
Exactly.
another thing that's interesting too, if you have a crappy home builder that has a lot of negative energy, that all of his employees that are building your house are all in a bad mood because they don't like the builder, and so on and so forth, that energy itself can get trapped in the walls.
Exactly. And I just
So-
have to give a quick shout out again to my sponsors. Thank you so much to Crafts by Shari. If you're looking for personalized crafts, please contact her. You can find her at smowitz1@gmail.com. She does amazing crafts. My second sponsor I want to thank is Legree, New York. She practices Pilates. You can find her at legreenewyork.com or email her info@legreenewyork.com. I also have my third sponsor, to the very talented Osbeck Enamel Jewelry, who specializes in one-of-a-kind handmade enamel jewelry. You can contact him at OZBEK Enamel, ENAMEL, at AOL.com. Thank you again to my sponsors, and thank you so much, Jazz, for tuning in.
Oh,
You're the best, and
such a
you're
pleasure.
definitely coming back again. Thank you so
I had
much. It was
fun.
such
Thank
a
you for
pleasure
having
having
me.
you. Thank you for joining me on my show today, and thank you everyone that tuned in. We look forward to connecting with you again soon. Thank you so much. Have a great night, everyone. Oh, Jazz, 1 minute. Where could they contact you? Tell me. Tell them.
Oh, I went blank.
Facebook?
Yeah, they can find me on Facebook, and I have a Facebook page for my reading, Tarot Readings by Jaws. I think it's at Tarot by Jaws, if you want to find me that way.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. And everyone, have a great night. Till next time.
All right.
Thanks
Thank you.
again.